That being said, on every side of a buy, there is a sell. So give me a player that you're selling this year.
Yeah, so my sell for them, of course, is going to be Cole Beasley. I'm going with the other wide receiver option, and the reason why I'm selling is because there's been so many issues with him and the GM with the COVID vaccine. The COVID, the GM has not budging. He's saying, hey, if anybody doesn't get their vaccine, they're not playing this year. Beasley isn't budging. He's saying, I'm not getting the vaccine, so you're just going to have to cut me. So therefore, he's a great slot option and a great number two option that's not going to be on the field, I believe, come week one. So for that reason, it has nothing to do with his abilities, because if he were playing, I would have him as a buy or a sleeper. Most likely a sleeper, because I think my buy was that duo for sure, even if he was playing. But nonetheless, I've got to have him at the sell spot. And like I said, it has no reflection to the way that he plays football or anything. It's just simply because of the issues he's got going on with the GM.
Well, and it could also be the addition of Emmanuel Sanders as well, because he is bumped down to a 3 or number 4 receiver on that team now as well. So I
Right.
mean, him getting cut by not taking his vaccine may not hurt the Buffalo Bills as on the surface it actually looks at it. It might actually help them in the end. But I'm going to sell Micah Hyde. You should know all about Micah Hyde being drafted by the
I
Packers
do.
in 2013, and like last year, he had 70 total tackles, and for a safety that's fairly high. You don't want your safety in that 50,
Right.
60, 70,
You
80, 80 tackle range,
you don't
right?
want your safety to have 200 tackles.
Right.
That's not good.
So with that being said, but I think teams are going to attack Micah Hyde's side of the field this year, because I think we saw a little vulnerability in the Kansas City Chiefs game, when Tyreek Hill ran past him. He simply just ran past him over and over and over. And I think, the NFL is a copycat league. We see it year in, heck, week to week. If something works against one team, the other team is going to try it. So when the teams play the Buffalo Bills, they aren't going to try to pound the ball at you. They're going to try to avoid Ed Oliver. They're going to run flies down the field at Micah Hyde, and he's going to get burned a lot this year, I think. And it would not be surprised, if he has one of his worst years on record because of that simple fact, just because people saw what happened in that championship game. So